Hello fellow Interweb Patrons, my name is Bubba Drew, and today we are playing a little game called Jalopy. You can get this game on Steam. It is currently, I believe, $10.99, I believe? I'm not sure, it's somewhere in that ballpark. But anyways, this game is set in Eastern Europe in 1990, and as the name suggests, it involves a car. Like this little thing right here. It's called a Leica 601 Deluxe. The real-life counterpart of this car is the Trabant 601. I don't really want to give a history lesson on the car, so you can Google it or something like that. Really interesting, this thing is. But anyways, this is a very cool game. A lot of interactable objects within the game, like you have to maintain your car. Let's open the hood here. Every one of these parts can be taken out and replaced or fixed. And it's really... I love this concept, I must say. The only game that I've seen that's kind of like this is maybe BeamNG or Street Legal Racing Redline. But those are racing games. Well, one's a racing game, one's a actual driving simulation. This is just a road trip simulator. But yeah, so we have our engine down here at the bottom. It's a two-cylinder, two-stroke engine, so you have to actually put oil in with the gasoline, or petrol, depending on where you are in the world. Air filter, that provides clean air for the engine. Carburetor, honestly, I can't exactly define this off the top of my head. All I know is that it's something that's more primitive than fuel injection. Water tank, it's obvious. You use that to spray it on your windshield. Spray water onto your windshield. So if your windshield gets dirty, you can wipe it all off. Battery provides charge so you can actually start the vehicle. The ignition coil is the thing that actually starts the engine. And of course there's the fuel tank. Nothing really more to say about that. But anyways, yeah. A lot of parts of the car are interactable. The trunk, you can put things in here. The door. Funny enough, the door is actually, you have to finesse it a little bit to get it open. Because in the tutorial, which I've skipped because, well, it's kind of long, you got it off of a car like right there. So it's kind of a junk door, I guess you could say, but it works once you finesse it a little bit. But anyways, I will be back when I've got everything packed and I'm ready to go. And we are back. I got everything packed. I got some spare wheels, I got a water tank, I got some oil, I got some fuel, got the car jack so I can actually put the spare wheels on, and a repair kit, because believe me, you will need it. So now all we gotta do is we gotta get into this door sill here, get into this little book, choose a route on this map. We are going from Berlin to Dresden, according to this. But yeah, each route has its vices and virtues. You know, sometimes you can have a fuel station, this little icon right here that I'm pointing at. And then there are sometimes vices, like for example, there could be rain and stuff like that, so you really have to consider what route you want to take. For the sake of this video, I'm going to choose Route 3 because it's shorter, and I think I have enough fuel to get where I need to go. I need to exit out. Seems to like to lag a little bit. Yeah, like right there. So yeah. As with any typical car, you need some keys to start it. So just stick it in this slot here, hold, and the beast is unleashed. WASD controls the car. Normally this guy back there that you see, the one with the really psychedelic coat on, he usually sits next to you. He's supposed to be like your uncle in the game, and you're trying to get him back home, as they say, which is to the west, because this is supposed to be like a migration from East Germany to West Germany when those were still things. But anyways, enough talk, let's get to driving. I just put parking brake back on again, excuse me. Physics-wise, it actually feels pretty good the way the car drives. It's not 100% realistic. The only thing that's supposed to be simulated is the actual road trip aspect itself. You can see there's an odometer that keeps going up. That's it. Everything's in kilometers, by the way. So you might notice that I'm the speedometer, it says 80 kilometers right now, so I'm not speeding. In fact, I think I am going under the limit because these are the autobahns, and 80 kilometers per hour is about 40 miles per hour. Okay, I just hit a curb there. Excuse me. For those of you who are not exactly familiar with the way I drive, I do not drive this way in real life. So yeah, this is a game. But I still want to take care of this car, so I'm not going to get ambitious and go over hills. I say that as I crash into a guardrail. So yeah, you see some of the some damage on the windshield and part of the window right there. By the way, this car is supposed to be made of plastic, so if I hit a guardrail like that in real life with this car, this thing would have been obliterated. But yeah, a majority of this game is just driving. Yeah, so you can just sit back, you know, enjoy a nice road trip in a primitive little runabout of a car. I might actually skip some parts until something notable happens, so yeah, we'll have to see. Another thing, the highways aren't exactly densely populated. You'll see cars drive by every once in a while, but there's no huge traffic jams or anything. Although the people that drive these cars are not exactly the brightest of individuals, so they'll honk at you, they'll try to pull out in front of you. They have no care to apply the brakes. I have no care of avoiding guardrails, apparently. This is going to be a long drive. Okay, so, site rep. The car is starting to break down again. Well, not again. This is actually the first time it's broken down. So we're going to get out and see what exactly is wrong. I better turn on my hazards as well because, yeah, if you don't do that, then you're not exactly noticeable to all the other drivers on the road. Also, I stopped because there's a box on the side of the road, and sometimes these can contain goodies. However, this one is a wooden box, which means I will need a crowbar to get it open, which is kind of hard to find and a bit expensive. Oh, okay, I can fit this in here. Let's see what goes out. I'm willing to bet that it is the air filter. Well, lottie frickin' da, it is. I'll be back once I fix it. Okay, so now everything's fixed. All we gotta do now is get back in, turn off the hazards, and we're back on the road again. On the road again! Can't wait to get back on the road again! I have a terrible singing voice, sorry about that. I probably traumatized a lot of people with that voice. Also, I don't think I've noted this before, but this is not a very fast car. You might notice in the middle of the speedometer is 60 kilometers per hour. That would be 30 miles per hour, I believe. And it's kind of struggling to get up to there, so yeah. This game is not called Jalopy for no reason. But yeah, about the boxes that you can usually discover. They're usually on the side of the road so you can stop, Usually it's a bit of a gamble because a lot of the time there's useless items that are contained within the boxes. Other times there could be some valuable items, so that could actually be worth the trouble of pulling off the side of the road and maybe getting hit by another car. Also, this thing does not... Oh, I thought it was just my keyboard dying for a second. Nope, this car is very weak when it comes to hills. The funny thing is that somehow these things... as I said, the car is based off of the Trabant. Somehow these things are still around. And they're driving still. These little plastic-bodied cars that are literally made out of wood pulp that's like coated in plastic. And they have these really primitive mechanical setups. Primitive but durable mechanical setups, by the way. And they just keep them running. It's kind of like those cars you see in Cuba. But anyways, this is the first destination. I believe this is Dresden. Okay, the car's kind of suffering as far as speed is concerned. Oh! I think we've got to back up because I think no, that's just the Leica dealership. Right here you can actually buy upgrades for your car. Like roof racks and stripes and flame jobs and maybe some different tires, because currently I have road tires in the car. There are some off-road bits of the game, so we have yet to see off-road tires being utilized in this game. But yeah, now what I have to do is I need to find a hotel and sleep there pretty much, because I cannot... Man, I'm just hitting everything, aren't I? Better turn on the headlights because it's actually getting pretty dark. Okay, so that's the border. I cannot go there yet. But I don't know where the hotel is. Also, I don't think I've commented on the art style of this game. It's very polygonal, I guess I could say. Oh, this is the auto shop, or however you pronounce that. This is where you can buy and sell items and all that kind of stuff. And fuel up. That costs money. And the gate will close as you're filling up so you don't drive off. So that's clever of them. But for now, as I said, I am just going to get to the hotel. Wherever that is. And I think I might leave the video there. Okay, let's get there. I'm just gonna do like a sports car parking job, just diagonal, cause cause YOLO, I guess. Turn off the car, put the parking brake on, get my wallet. Don't want to go in without that. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell any of the items yet that are in the trunk of the car because I might need them. Not sure though. I would say that that is a handy parking job. I'm not gonna lie, I have parked like this in real life. Not this dramatic or noticeable, but I have. Parents are probably gonna have a talk with me about that. Oh well. So here's this lady, she's just saying that, you know, it's 20 for a room, and you just gotta pay her, and she gives you the keys. We kindly ask you not to disturb the other guests during your stay. As is normal with a lot of hotels worldwide. I don't need this anymore, the wallet. Just zooms out there. So yeah, our room is on the second floor. It is the very first room. I'm getting stuck on the guardrail. Man, I'm having such difficulties just moving around in this game. Aren't I? But anyways, I think I'm going to conclude this video here. If you would like, you can subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like maybe, and I will continue to make videos similar to this one. Bye.